So hi, this is the first time I've ever done a vlog, so you'll have to bear with me as I fumble my way through it and get used to actually talking to a lens that's in the distance a little bit. Couple of apologies, lighting in my flat is crap. I can't do anything about that. I haven't got any money to buy nice big lights so that you can see me properly, and my room is never tidy. I live here. I do the best I can to keep it tidy. I have 3 dogs and 2 cats that run around the house as well, so that doesn't help for keeping things neat and tidy. You can probably see them in the background, in the right hand side, left hand side, either way, on my bed anyway. Basically this vlog is mostly to do with weight loss. The whole idea behind it is I'm going to come on here, I'm going to tell you what I've done in the last month, what progress or what lack of progress I have done when it comes to my weight loss, how I feel about it, and have a little bit of discourse about being overweight, some of the issues it involves, and things like that. So let's get started. I was supposed to have done this last month, but I found out that I was a lot heavier than I had expected. To explain, I went to the doctor a while back, and I weighed myself whilst I was at the doctor's. The doctor said I was about 26 and a half stone. This was not surprising. I know I put a lot of weight on, and that was okay. I went back, weighed myself at the beginning of last month, as you saw on Facebook, if you follow my Facebook, and found out I was 27 and a half stone. And that really hit me. It hit me really hard. It made me very upset. Had a wee cry, and I just curled up in bed and went to sleep, I have to admit. Didn't give me any sense of achievement, and just made me feel really, really crap. Now, the reason there was such a distance between the reason I believe there was such a distance between what the doctor's scale said and what the scales at Boots said, is that the doctor weighed me on these old scales, and they only go up to 20 stone. So to actually work out how heavy I am, you stand on them, it goes up to 20 stone, and then it starts going around again. Now, because this is an old mechanical one, what we think happened was that for the extra weight that had to go around, we actually lost a stone. So all along I was 27 and a half stone, not 26 and a half stone. But even still, that really, like I said, it hit me quite hard. And I was going to do a vlog about it, but I felt bad. I felt bad to myself. And then when I started to feel better and got myself sorted from it, I unfortunately got a cold, which I passed on to almost all my friends. I am so sorry. And poor old Rupert, I went to his birthday party, and anybody that I gave a big hug to came down with this cold, and it was an awful cold. I don't wish it on my worst enemy. But at the end of the day, I ended up not being able to do a vlog because I couldn't speak. I was talking like this, and it was really hard to talk to people. I was stuck with that for about 2 weeks. I still managed to get out and do a few bits and pieces, lightheadedness here and there, but at least I managed to go out. At the end of this month, if you have been following my YouTube channel, you saw that I took Honey for a walk to McDonald's. That was the first time I'd actually done an intentional walk. All the other exercises I've been doing has been going to shops, wandering around shops, having to go to the vets, take the dogs to the vets and stuff like that. Yes, it's exercise. Any form of movement is exercise. Everything that you do, even sleeping, burns calories. So it's good that I was doing all that stuff, but none of it was intentional, and none of it was focused on something. It was having to do something other than exercise. So it was nice to actually go out and do some physical work. Right, on to my weight loss. Last month, like I said, I was 27.5 stone. I went into Boots on yesterday, which was Friday, and I weighed myself. I got on the scales as per normal and put them on my weight, thinking, I've lost a couple of pounds. I must have done. And got the receipt, and it said 26 stone 9 pounds. I've lost a massive 12 pounds. Well, for me, that's a massive amount. I was absolutely chuffed. I was dancing. I was doing a little dance in the in Boots, and I was really chuffed. I was going on about it for the next 15-20 minutes. Boring poor old Karina. Yay! I've lost weight. I feel so chuffed. We were going to have a KFC as well. Yes, I know, KFC, weight loss, not good. But I don't care. Guilt-free. I enjoyed my KFC because I know I had lost a lot of weight over the whole of the last month. So totally chuffed with that. Came home and I was bragging on Facebook. I'd lost 12 pounds. It's almost a whole stone. And bragging about it on Facebook, and I was so chuffed. And I want to thank everybody that gives me such nice messages, and the things that you say to me are such a great form of encouragement. Now I'm trying to do lots of different things to keep motivated in myself, but the motivation I get from people pandering to how well I've done is really large, and I'm really grateful for it, and it helps a lot. It really does. It gives me more. Yay, I've done so well. I'm going to go on to next month. I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Okay, maybe not, but I'd be a bit worried if I lost 100 pounds. I would have to go to the hospital and get seen to. But it gives me that bit more oomph to do something. Now, as for motivation is a bastard. Staying motivated to do something, to lose weight, to quit smoking, save money, it is hard work, because you see when you're trying to cut these things out. I've just seen that my dogs are playing in the background. I hope you enjoy it. It is a doggy channel as well. It's such a hard thing to stay motivated when you're trying to do these things, because all you see whilst you're trying to cut out the food, quit smoking, save money, it's things that you want to eat. It's the habit that you used to, and it's things that you want to buy. And I'm fairly weak-willed. Well, I have to admit, I'm fairly weak-willed. I find it hard to keep doing something, and this is why I came up with all these different things that I'm trying to do to keep motivated on this single goal. So I like multitasking. I love multitasking. Multitasking is one of the best things in the world. Being able to do more than one thing at a time. I'm talking to you now, I can see the dogs are playing in the background, and I'm trying very hard not to giggle. I'm checking out Facebook whilst I'm still talking to you. And having a cup of coffee at the same time. So yeah, I like to multitask. So I need multiple things to keep me motivated, to keep me going. One of the things that I'm doing at the moment is I am doing this channel, obviously. Honey, Max and They're Human Too is basically designed around trying to get out and do more with the dogs. And it's going to incorporate, and it does incorporate, a lot of other things as well. It's not just going to be walking with the dogs. When I can get around to it, it'll be my camping experiences, camping with the dogs, camping by myself, whichever I'm doing. It's also going to be reviews of stuff that I've bought. So when I get a new pair of boots or a tent or things like that, I will be doing a review of them, telling you what I think, and giving you feedback. I've done a couple. I've done the dog backpacks, fantastic things. I'm going to do one about this camera. I must remember to do one about this camera, and the harness that I'm using to do the filming from the dog's point of view. So that's another one. That is the reviews. I'm also going to be reviewing some food. I was supposed to buy some this week. I might still do. It depends on how much money I've got left. Popping to Go Outdoors. Going to buy one of their Wayfarers, heat it up, and then talk to you about it and say whether it's nice, disgusting, whether I'll be taking it on camp or whatever. Some of the films will be hints and tips of what I will be doing, what I'll be sticking in my backpack, what food I'll be taking, stuff like that. And another purpose of this as well, eventually, is I will be doing cooking. I love cooking. I love making food. I love putting things together. I love chefing. I just enjoy being around food and cooking and stuff like that. So I'm going to share that as well. I'm not quite sure when I'll start doing that and what I'll start doing it and how often I'll start doing it. But it'll be things like my spaghetti bolognese and other bits and pieces like that. And if I have any major events or anything, I might share this through YouTube as well. Along with the other stuff that I've just mentioned, like the cooking and stuff, one of the other things that I'm doing to help to keep myself motivated is a sponsorship. This was suggested by a dear friend of mine called Tessa, and she suggested getting people to sponsor me £1 for £1. So when I lose £1, people donate £1. So this month, people have paid £12. And what she suggested was put it towards a charity that means a lot to me. And what I've done is I've done a Just Giving page for PDSA. I won't go into full details of why. Just briefly, the reason why I've chosen PDSA is a few years ago they saved my puppy's life. There's a whole backstory on the Just Giving page, so if you want to go have a look at it, have a read of it, please do so. If you want to join in and do the £1 for £1 thing, all the money helps and it all goes towards a good cause. And I'll put a link towards for the Just Giving page in the description below. So after I've done all that, what's the next thing for me to talk about for today? Some of the things that I'm using to help me lose weight. Obviously I'm watching things like calories, fat intake, salt intake, stuff like that. But I'm using things to help me do that as well. One of the things I'm using is called MyFitness app. You can get it on Android. I'm not sure about iOS or Windows Phone. It's a very, very powerful tool, and it is quite accurate as well. And basically what you do is whenever you have something to eat, you record what you eat. It has a massive database that you can search. 9 times out of 10 somebody has already made it. Has the availability to put your own recipes in and calculate calories from there. And I've been using this faithfully for at least a year now. More so in the last couple of months, since I've been desperately trying to lose the weight as I go. And when you've completed your daily log of what you eat, you hit complete this entry, and it will calculate what your weight would be if you ate like that particular way, that particular day, every day for the next 5 weeks. So when at the end of the day, and I've been pressing the complete, it's actually been saying it's been about 26.9. There's been obviously variances if I eat more food, like yesterday, if I ate, as I did yesterday, with the KFC. If I had a KFC every day, as I did yesterday, in 5 weeks' time, I would be 28 stone or something stupid like that. But generally speaking, when it comes down to it, it was saying I was going to be 26.9 stone, 9 pounds. It was saying in 5 weeks, and I I'm weighing myself about every 4 weeks. The other thing that I'm using, which works in conjunction with MyFitnessPal, is my brain's gone dead. I can cut and edit. It's great. That's what I love about this sort of thing. Dog's saying hello. I'm saying hi. The other thing I'm using alongside, I'm the star of this channel. What are you doing all the talking for? The other thing I'm using in conjunction with my fitness app, and it works with that, is the Fitbit Up 2. That's correct. It is the Jawbone Up 2. And what it does is it calculates all my activities and turns it into steps. It's got an additional thing about doing something about sleep. It's pretty crap. It doesn't automatically work out when you sleep and what your sleep pattern's like. Apparently I'm getting 15 minutes sleep a day. Maybe 20 minutes if I'm lucky. So it's not very good on that side of things. But when it comes to the actual activity part, it is really good. It will take all your activity, whether you're sat down, whether you're sleeping, whether you're walking around the house, whether you're going for a proper walk, converts it into steps. And then what happens is MyFitnessPal will take the steps from the Jawbone and turn it into calories burnt. And if you can hear a banging in the background, that's the dog wagging his tail. It's lethal. And as I'm saying, so it will turn it into calories burned, and that'll give you extra calories that you're safe to eat, because you've burnt those calories off. So you've got to fill them. You've got to keep them filled up. You're supposed to eat for the calories burned, as well as lose weight. And I'm finding it quite accurate. It gives me a whole day's worth of activity, inactivity and stuff like that, where all calories are burned. And it gives me a good way of tracking how much I've done. And I've got it set for a goal of 5,000 steps daily. On average, when I'm fairly active, I can do about 90% of that. Eventually, as I get fitter, I'll increase that to the 10,000 and try and do that on a daily basis as well. But for the time being, it's 5,000. Inactivity, when I'm just sat around the house, doing stuff like on the computer, moving in and out of the rooms, I do about 20 to 30% of it. But that is still calories that have been burnt, so it's still calories that have been used up. The other thing about the Jawbone is it looks nice. Unlike a lot of the fitness tracker things that you get at the moment, they're all chunky, plastic, rubbery. Dogs are chasing the cats, rubbery and stuff like that. This isn't. It looks like this. It just looks like a nice bracelet. So I don't feel stupid wearing it. I looked at the Fitbits and tried the Fitbit on. It didn't fit my wrist for a start off. And luckily this one did. But the Fitbits, they just look so chunky. They look so out of place. They look like something you had when you were like 12 years old as a watch. They're not designer friendly. And they're not designed to look as part of your attire. You'll probably get used to it, but MyFitnessPal also works with all the other ones as well. Fitbit, Garmin, your smartwatches, Android smartwatches, Apple Watch and stuff like that. But for me, I'm really happy with this Jawbone. I'm upset that it doesn't track sleep properly. I say I'm sure I sleep more than 15 minutes a night. Well, apparently Corina's does. Mine doesn't. But apart from that, I really like it. So for this month, this is basically. I'm just going to wrap up what I've been saying, what I've been doing, all the stuff that I've talked about today. Next month I will talk about what it is like to be fat, the advantages, the disadvantages, and what it feels like within myself. And I'll wrap up again, or I'll start off talking about what I've done this past month, and what my weight is at the start as well. So thank you for watching, and if you like any of my videos, please tick the like, please subscribe, and I'll speak to you next month. Goodbye. I forgot. Has anybody noticed the continuity error? Yeah, I shaved myself and I took my glasses off. Reason being, I was getting sick of being itchy, and I thought it would be fun just to do a before and after on the video. And also, I took my glasses off because I noticed when I stopped halfway through, there's a glare on my glasses. So I was trying to see if this looks any better. So I'll have to review the video, and might end up having to do all of them glassless, without glasses. Anyway, bye for now.